I think we are going to enter at tap because I got an uncanny feeling that they're going to play something rather, or you know, I could pay through. I can afford it. I got 20 life. I got the stuff to do the stuff. We are going to go ahead and swing in because there's no reason to drop it quite yet. And I'm hoping that they take out one of my creatures here, right? They didn't. Well, whatever. I'm still going to drop it because, well, that's the theme of the deck. So we did it. Mwahaha. All of my creatures are unblockable. What are you going to do now, Limbo? You're stuck in... Wait for it. Wait for it. Limbo. Ba-da. Ba-dum. Ba-dum, 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 ba-da-da. Oh, jeez, you scared me, Fred. Oh, sorry. You know, I just really love that soundtrack. What's up, everybody? Are you ready to get down some scary, big, unblockable sea monsters? I'm talking about Serpent of Yawning Depths, a card that, well, literally, as far as I know, never seen played since it was released from Theros. Anyways, this rare Theros card is a 6-mana 6/6 enchantment creature, funnily enough, because I didn't even know that until just now. Serpent that reads Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses. I thought it was octopi as well. Wow, the more you know. And Serpents you control can't be blocked except by Krakens, Leviathans, Octopuses, and Serpents. Meaning, you know, they can only be blocked by creatures of their own kind. So essentially, we're going to be having giant sea monster battle today. And, well, I'm pretty excited about that. You know, the Godzilla whole stuff is up and running, that whole franchise. I'm not talking about Magic. I'm talking about the actual movies. And, you know, I'm a big fan of big monsters fighting. And that's exactly what we're doing today. So, how so, might you ask? And I'm sure some of you already answered that. You're saying, well, it's another Maskwood Nexus deck. That's true, but before you just click away and say, well, I'm not going to watch this, we are playing some big Krakens, right? We have Garuda in the deck, so we fulfilled the big Kraken legacy of, you know, playing actual big Krakens. Now, the nice thing about playing Garuda in a deck with Serpent of the Yawning Depths is, well, the fact that Serpent of the Yawning Depths is also a 6-mana creature, so it is even, meaning we can drop Garuda and potentially hit our Serpent off of the Garuda, and then we, well, 1, put down 2 6/6s in a single turn. 2, if we manage to have the Maskwood down, we also allowed all of our creatures to now be unblockable, because Serpent of the Yawning Depths, of course, will turn... Serpent won't turn all of our stuff into serpents and all that, but Maskwood will turn all of our creatures into serpents, Leviathan, octopus, blah, 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 meaning our Serpent will make all of them unblockable. So, Garuda is one of many serpents that we have in this deck, Krakens that we have in the deck that play into Serpent and don't require Maskwood whatsoever. Another one is Charix. That's right, the big blue crab is actually a Leviathan crab if you read it very closely down there. So this 4-mana 0/17 crab, 1 can be unblockable come turn 6 with the Serpent of Yawning Depths, which is pretty insane. Now you won't be able to pay the 3 mana to activate it. You know, you'll figure something out, aka don't play Serpent on turn 6 and reveal your whole play, or play Charix sometime thereafter. You know, make it a little spicy, figure something out, essentially what I'm saying. Anyways, the nice thing about Charix is you pay 3, it gets plus X minus X until end of turn, where X is the number of islands you control. You can continuously cast this, so if you have 9 mana, you can do this 3 times and make Charix however big. Of course, it has 17 health to spare, so that's fine. It's a great chum blocker, even against Embercleaves as well. Even most Embercleave creatures can't deal 17 points of damage. And furthermore, spells your opponents cast that target Charix are going to cost them 2 more. So if they want to remove it, they're going to have to really want it. Or, you know, use board wipe, which is likely, very likely. So anyways, Charix, Leviathan Crab can swing through. Again, you have the Serpent, so it all works out, right? We also have Kiora, Best to Sea God, 7-mana Enchantment Saga, gives you an 8/8 blue Kraken creature token with hexproof, and of course with the other Serpent now, this Kraken is unblockable. So 8/8 hexproof unblockable, sign me up. You can also take something of your opponents, and you end up making your opponent tap all their non-land permanents, so that's good as well. Turn Timber are going to allow you to find other creatures in your deck. Coma as well as a Serpent, so again, Coma is going to be unblockable, and all of the 3/3 Serpents that Coma spawns up are, well, unblockable. We do only run 1 copy of Coma because Coma doesn't play well with Garuda, you know, being odd, and Garuda likes evens. I can understand the difference, but Coma is also number 7 CMC, so it's lucky number 7. We're fine to have a one-off Coma, mostly because it plays very well with Serpent, and I like it. We have 2 copies of Great Hinge, of course, because we have all these really big creatures. We need something to, well, pay off with those really big creatures. We also have Vorinclex, because Vorinclex can be hit for the free ski off of the Garuda, and it's really good, not to mention the fact that Vorinclex plus Great Hinge is fantastic, and Vorinclex plus any of your opponent's sagas is also really bonkers, right? We also have Toski in the deck, as this is an indestructible squirrel for 4 mana, so we can draw this out with Garuda as well. Also gives us a non-human. Why are non-humans important? Because we're playing of 1 mana. Now, of course, all of our big creatures down here are non-humans, but we also need some cheaper ones, such as Lovestruck, Fey of Wishes, and, well, Toski itself. We're going to be using the Lovestruck 1/1, the Mass Vandal, and Edgewall to count as humans for of 1 mana, and of course, of 1 mana is this mystical spell that allows you to draw 2 cards for a low cost of 1 mana, as long as you have a human and a non-human. Hope that covered majority of the deck. We are also playing the Adventure package to a degree, Lovestruck, Fey of Wishes, Edgewall, to help us draw additional cards, find the top end of our deck, and also act as some banging either attackers or blockers, right? Lovestruck Beast being a 5/5, you make it to where Lovestruck Beast can't be blocked with Serpent, and that's, well, really good. Also, not to mention the fact that if you have Serpent down and Toski, Maskwood somewhere in there, then all of your creatures can attack, can't be blocked, and they draw you cards, which is, well, probably the point that your opponent just concedes. Real quick, before we jump into the gameplay, Fey of Wishes can allow you to dive into the sideboard, so we're going to go through that at a moment's notice. Snakeskin Veil can allow you to give Hexproof. Disdainful Stroke as counter magic. Heroic Intervention gives all your permanents Hexproof and indestructible, obviously really good. Midnight Clock is great against Mill. Mystical Dispute, great if you need cheap, quick counter magic, and of course you have Disdainful if you can do the slow roll. Cultivate to help you ramp up just in case you're not finding the lands you want, but you managed to find 4 for the Fae. Sleep, because this is really good. Also, it's only a best of 1 card, so if you're going to go play best of 3, take this out of your sideboard, please, because it won't work. Shark Typhoon is obviously awesome and really fun to play just in general. Yugen, because you can't have a Fey of Wishes and not have a Yugen in the sideboard. And Primal Might, because it's usually a pretty good answer given you have a lot of big creatures anyways. It doesn't really take that much mana to give them lethality. So, all that being said and out of the way, we're going to go ahead and dive right into the matches. Sorry it took me so long, but if you'll leave a like down below, comment in the comment section, and of course subscribe for more awesome action-packed content, I'll try and do better next time. Anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into our matches. Limbo team going to be our first foe. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and slam a jam on the Bark Channel pathway, and we will get down the Lovestruck Beast 1/1 off the Ripperoonie. You know, I just like doing that before the Edgewall if we don't have a set turn to play, and well, we didn't, so still don't. Of 1 Mind can come later. We're going to try and get the Edgewall down before the Lovestruck. Of course, that'll allow us to draw 1 card, and then of 1 Mind will allow us to draw 2 more, which is really good value, right? So we're off against a 4-color deck. Opponent's getting a little ambitious. Feed the Swarm to take out the Edgewall. I'm not surprised, if I'm being honest. Not surprised in the least bit. We'll still get down the Lovestruck, and we still have the chance of 1 Mind, because Lovestruck is a Beast Noble, and the human is, well, of course, a human. So we were strangers in the night. We'll hope that the 2 together can survive. If not, we can always get down a Mass Vandal, and then still use of 1 Mind, or we could just go for a Charix, the Raging Isle. So we'll have to see. Alright, well, you know, Lovestruck and all that stuff survived, so I think we do go for the of 1 Mind. We also had mana for Maskwood Nexus, but I'm not gonna lie, if I can draw 2 cards for 1 mana, that's generally what I'm gonna try and do. So they let it go through. We get an Ominous Seas and a Serpent of Yawning Depths. Now we need that Serpent down with the Maskwood, so Heartless Act. Sure. Alright, so we have all the blue we need, at least for right now. I think we go ahead and throw down the Ominous Seas so we can start building. And, well, they don't really have anything that we can take with Mass Vandal, so there's no need to do that, right? It's a Shrines deck. That makes so much more sense now. Also, I feel a little bit more at ease dropping Maskwood, although I feel like that may reveal my plan. But if I drop Charix? Names, word, English, whatever. We're dropping Maskwood. We came here to see a bunch of unblockable Serpents, and well, by golly, that's what we're gonna see. Now, the Maskwood does turn offline the efficiency of our of one mines, which is a little early, not gonna lie, to be doing that, but it's fine. We got, you know, the effectiveness out of one, so I kept going back and forth. Of one mine, frantic inventory. Of one mine, frantic inventory. I don't know, but, you know, we got what we got, and that's alright. Sanctum, sanctum, sanctum. All these sanctums. I'm feeling sanctified. We're 1 mana off because, unfortunately, we hit another Serpent instead of what I wanted there. But tell you what I can do, I can drop a Mass Vandal, exile a little card out of my graveyard, and I really don't want them to have the 3 extra mana, but I really hate the Sanctum of Stonefings. I'm not gonna lie, that one is a pain in my tuchus, so gonna get rid of that one. Gonna get rid of it. Maskwood Nexus, of course, can give us Shapeshifters, which is always lovely. Charix can come down and, you know, boost itself up a teeny tiny little bit because we have a few islands right now down. Of course, one of the nicest things with Charix is the fact that it gets turned online with the Serpent of Yawning Depths for the Freeski. You don't need anything else down because Charix is a Leviathan crab. Turn Timber, hey, that is another land. While I enjoy the effect of Turn Timber, I'm not going to turn away my ability to get down Serpent. I think we are going to enter at tap because I got an uncanny feeling that they're going to play something rather, or, you know, I could pay through. I can afford it. I got 20 life. I got the stuff to do the stuff. We are going to go ahead and swing in because there's no reason to drop it quite yet. And I'm hoping that they take out one of my creatures here, right? They didn't. Well, whatever. I'm still going to drop it because, well, that's the theme of the deck. So we did it. Mwahaha. All of my creatures are unblockable. What are you going to do now, Limbo? You're stuck in... Wait for it. Wait for it. Limbo. It wasn't the best joke. It's all about delivery, and I'm not going to lie. I failed. I failed you. I'm sorry. So the opponent's gaining lots of mana. I'm not going to lie. I did what I came here to do. I'm pretty happy about it. Whether they win, I win, or you win, I think we all win in the end. So let's see what you got for me, Senor or Senorita Team. That's Mr. or Mrs. Team, I think. I think I said that right. Could be just Mrs. Team. I'm not honestly quite sure what the difference between Mrs. and Miss is. Not gonna lie, I'm pretty illiterate when it comes to English, much less you throw in other languages, am I right? So Ominous Seas, you know, we threw it down way before. It's about halfway built up. I'm pretty happy to see it. Hope the opponent doesn't have anything to destroy stuff here. Boy, that would be unfortunate for us. They're gonna spend a lot of mana to tap our Serpent of the Yawning Depths. That's alright, because, I mean, we still got 4 damage outside of that, and it's all unblockable, so I'm happy. I'm a happy lad, as it were. Now I can choose to drop another Ominous Seas, or I could cycle it. I could also choose to drop a Charix alongside either which of those two ideas. Let's go and go next to combat, swing all in, pop them for a little bit. I don't really think I need to commit more to the board, but at the same time, we don't have lethal on the board quite yet. Of course, a single pop of Maskwood solves that one. Tell you what, we're going to end it on that note. We're going to leave them with a little bit of fear, right? Because we're playing Simic and we have 3 cards in hand. We have full mana left up. So they're like, ooh, what could he be playing? Of course, they did just draw a crap ton and they're about to get a lot of mana here as well. So also they're about to deal a little bit with Sanctum. Or did they already deal that with Sanctum? Maybe they already dealt that and that's why they're back to 10. Anyhoosers, completely forgot about Sanctum gaining them lives. You see what I mean? Sanctum being a pain in my tuchus. This is exactly what I mean. I go to think that I have lethal, and then no, I don't. I have an eerie feeling they're going to board wipe me here. Sanctum of all? I mean, they still have enough mana for board wipage. I don't trust it. That's what I'm saying. I don't trust anything, really. I got trust issues, okay? So sue me. It's the 21st century. I feel like most of us do. Anyways, pass to attackers. Opponent doesn't do anything, and they lost that mana, which means they don't have the board wipe. I guess they're just planning on going for the Sanctum tap on Serpent and then letting Sanctum of Stonefangs finish us off, right? Wrong. I drew into a Maskwood. Oh baby, it's on. It's on like Donkey Kong, and everyone knows Donkey Kong's on 24/7. It's on somewhere. Anyways, they're gonna go ahead and tap our Serpent and reveal their play because they're noobs. I'm just kidding, no offense to you, Limbo. But I am going to drop my Maskwood because, well, let's be real, I can't allow this nonsense to persist. So if I take this out, we do get rid of their Sanctum double proccing ability, which I think is the best, because if we take out this one, they can just look for this, right? So, of course, with this, they could always draw into another one, but it won't proc because it's at the beginning of your upkeep, and if it's, you know, proccing these abilities again. So I think we have to take the Sanctum of All. I feel like that's the most obvious one. Thanks to them, by the way, for taking our Lovestruck Beast from earlier. That's the only way we were actually able to afford that. So we're going to swing in again, put them down to 4 life. How much life are you gaining this time? Just so I'm clear. 8? Or, you know, gaining 4. They'll be back to 8. We have 2. I really don't want to add more to the board. I'm not going to lie. I don't want to commit. I got commitment issues. I'm going to say it once. I'll say it again. I do want to put down a Charix, but I know damn well they got a Doomscar somewhere. Over the horizon, waiting on the rainbow. So there they are, back at 8. The bad thing is if I can't really get this Ominous Seas to 8, you know, next turn I'm going to be at 7, and I can't get it to 8 on their turn, which is where I would need it to be in order to completely negate their ability to just board wipe us and then, you know, win off of that. So, essentially, here's hoping, right? Here's hoping. Heartless Act. Well, that's a good sign. If your opponent starts out with targeted removal, then you can feel kind of okay. Now, we only have 3 damage between these creatures, so 3 plus the 4 over there is still only 7. There comes a Blood Chief, so we're down to 5 on board. Maskwood gives us 7 back, but, you know, 7 again, not 8, so we're going to need to figure something else out here, essentially, is what I'm trying to say, ladies and gents. Maybe I should have dropped that Charix a long time ago, because, hey, look, they haven't had board wipe this whole time. Of course, they probably would have removed it by now, right? Or I guess they would have removed it there. Anyway, Sanctum Ball coming down. They're probably wondering, why haven't you played any removal? What is your problem? And you know, I'm kind of... Or counter spells, I guess, rather. Probably wondering why I just keep using Maskwood. And honestly, I'm wondering that myself at this point now. But you know, I'm kind of committed, so... It is what it is. We're going to go and use the of one mind that we drew into, because I'm just, like I said, all in on this board. Oh, that's not going to save me. Their Sanctum of All is going to take us out with that Sanctum of Stone thing, so really in a bad position here if we can't pick up the victory, and I don't think we can, honestly. Because if we cycle this, we don't... I mean, I think we only have 2 Maskwoods in the deck. Anyways, we're going to go for the Swingarooski. They're going to tap something with Sanctum. So this is, as the experts say, GG. Which, you know, we got close. Not going to lie, this was kind of an oversight for myself on the whole Sanctum of Stone things thing. But still... Alright, we're just going to say GG at this point, AJ. We've seen that song and dance before, but it was still a fun game, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, right? We did our combo, we did what we came to see, and then we scooped out. Adios, mi amigos. Fear of the Sky, going to be our next foe. We're going to keep this. We got a decent lay of the lands. A lot of higher end cost cards. I don't know where our... Our Lovestruck Beast are, where all of our bottom end cards are. We've only been drawing the top end here recently. I've seen more Comas than I have Lovestruck Beasts, and it's funny because we definitely have more Lovestruck Beasts. Okay. Game, I'm gonna need you to chill. Chill your tatas and give me what I need. And by that I mean my lower cost cards in the early bit, and then, you know, the higher end cards later, not the vice versa of the two. Ominous Seas, I can at least slam this one down. Doesn't really do anything for us, but hey, I got a Charix coming down next turn, which is the ultimate chum blocker, as long as they don't exile it. Boy, that would be uncanny, right? If they had a Skyclave Apparition. That would be super unfortunate. So we're taking a lot of the beat down here. We're just taking it on the chin, really. That's where I prefer it. So we drew into another land. We are getting very close to the Vorinclex, which will help our Ominous Seas, believe it or not. English is hard for me, sorry. We get done another island, and Charix, go, go, go. The ultimate blocker. Now, I can only block one, of course, so we may have to end up chum blocking with Edge Wall so as to not lose our whole face. But, you know, we block what we can here. I'm pretty sure they're about to drop an Ember Cleave on one of these 3 power creatures, in which case he's going to deal 7 damage. The 2 power creature is going to deal 2, so that's going to be 9 to the face. Put us to 4. Charx is going to block the other one. It's going to take them a second to realize that that's the play that they do want to make. But of course, that is the play that they're going to make. Oh... How does he do it? Ooh. Alright, so we'll get down Toski. We can't attack, so we can't draw, but, you know, we have the ultimate blocker here, because it has Indestructible. We're still going to take 2 damage, potentially more if they have the right kind of creature, or the right kind of buff, or, well, any of that kind of stuff. Maul, they're sending something into the sky, and that's going to be a GG from me. Congratulations. Waited till the last minute, and this, haha, gotcha. I get it. Your name's Fear of the Sky. You send a creature into the sky. You're funny. You're funny. Like a stand-up comedian at an open bar night.